Bring it back.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Kingdoms and Castles. We're on to episode 5 I think now. And continue with our little settlement, which is now a burgeoning town. If you remember last week we managed to repulse the Viking invasion, and we're now sort of finishing off our wall structures down the back of our settlement, and then we'll perhaps have to look at trying to populate the village with some more manor houses. Might even have some more room for some down this side, and then we can look at maybe expanding either further back on our island or crossing to a new island where we've got access to more resources, more stone, more iron and that sort of thing. So one way I had last time, I had to, towards the end of the dragon sighted. Where's he coming from? There he is. Dear, we've still not managed to kill a dragon. That's something I'd quite like to achieve in one of these episodes soon. I think that'd be pretty awesome if we can take one down. Hopefully that might stop them from coming every 5 minutes. But while that dragon was flying around, yes, last time I built another manor house to increase the number of beds we have available. So now we've got some idle workers, because I used a lot of workers to man the defence towers. But as a consequence of that, we're now getting pretty short of food. Last year we only had a surplus of 9, which is certainly not very good. To try and counter this, I did try and build a granary closer so they didn't have to walk so far. And I think that's helped, but we'll see this year whether it's actually made a key difference, or whether we're going to have to start expanding the farm network further out to sort of build farms around here as well, which can be done without too much trouble. Does a mill require staff? Only 1 worker. So I might as well actually build a windmill here, because that's an infertile square. And there. Is that a Viking? Oh no. Viking invasion! Ah, this side. So we've not got any walls to stop them, but they are going to meet the large castle, possibly. Or hopefully at least, anyway. Wow, there's a lot of landing this time. A lot more than we've ever had before. We've got them! Oh dear guys, this could be trouble for us. Oh no, he's actually attacking the towers. Okay, I had not banked on this being to happen. Setting fire to the villagers. Okay. Run peasants, run! Our defensive towers seem to have inflicted a number of casualties, but it's not enough to actually stop them in any way. We're now returning to the ships. Fire claimed a quarry. There's lots of buildings on fire now. I'll just immediately replace that quarry, otherwise I'll forget it was there. I don't want the blacksmiths to burn down again. Oh, we sunk one of their boats, look. Okay, so we certainly haven't stopped them, but we did inflict a reasonable amount of damage. But that does mean we now need to look at certainly building up defensive walls around the outskirts then. And just having towers is obviously not sufficient. So the only thing we lost there was a quarry. We lost a few boats, but we didn't do enough to actually fully defeat the invasion. Just killed quite a few of them. Okay. And thus of course we get no one visit because of the Viking invasion, although we are currently full for beds anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So as I was saying, yeah, a bit better food output. Oh, the hospital has caught fire. Come on, put it out. Think of the women and children. Okay, good. So I built a windmill here, so that should increase the output of these farms. And now I'm going to build a couple more farms here, here, and here, which will also get the bonus from the windmill, because the windmill's bonus is only over 1 square. I'll then build another windmill here, which will give further bonuses to the other farms. In turn, that should allow me to build another manor house here, and then once we've done that, we should then have enough to look at starting to build some barracks and some military structures. So I've not done any of these yet, so I don't know what they do. Grand Hall. I need a Chamber of War. So appoints army generals, unlocks ballista, barracks and moat. Okay, so we need a chamber of war. Sounds very dramatic. Will that fit in behind the hospital? Yes, we'll squeeze a chamber of war just up against the walls there. I also need to look at building archer towers in each of these. So that's a really long list of tasks now for our builders. I know we had a few spare peasants, but it's going to take quite a long time to get all those things built. Charcoal production is steady. Not really getting very high in terms of armament, tool production. I don't know what they're short on. They've got plenty of iron available, so it's not that that's the shortage. Food production is looking good. Wood and iron all look okay. Forests are open and the quarry is back and fully stocked, but they don't look like they've got tools. I'm not sure if everyone's allowed access to tools or not. Yeah, just a shortage of tools at the moment, it seems. Yeah, these people have got tools, which is almost double their output. Our Chamber of War's got a couple of builders doing it. Our manor house is coming on up. Once the manor's built, that will give us another 25 beds. We should then slowly fill up with peasants over a year or two, and then that will really give us a really good boost to sort of total numbers. I'm thinking actually looking at this layout here next. Oh, plague. Well, I have built a second hospital, so hopefully the plague doctors will do their thing and cure everyone. I might make this into my next island and make it as just sort of a fortified wall all the way around, with towers all around, and turn this into sort of like an area where I'm going to have quite a lot of stone. Could also have quite a lot of manors here, and make that sort of like a bit of an island fortress, repulse any future invaders. So let's fast forward a bit till this manor's finished. Still needs 19 wood. Hopefully that archer tower here. Nothing's actually come from this direction yet. Kind of surprising, but I guess sooner or later we can expect a Viking invasion this way, and it will be of great benefit to have the towers built and ready. Our Chamber of War is also very slowly under construction, and our manor house is about completed. Only 7 wood to go. Five, 2. Come on, where's the person with that bit of wood? Is that it? Hey. Okay, so that's given us an extra 25 beds. Now we've just got to wait for the year to tick round to see if anyone visits, and if they do visit, how many are prepared to stay. Ooh, harvests are in. Looks like a good harvest this year, no waterlog damage or anything like that. Yeah, so we lost none to exposure last year. I think that's really helped down to the addition of this extra granary here. Looking good. So we've got an influx of people. That's given us some more idle peasants. Hopefully, how's this coming along? It's now got 5 builders, but still got quite a bit of building to do to actually finish. And I think we're losing charcoal, so we're going to have to build another charcoal maker. Place one there. It's going to put a further strain in our wood, but we have got quite a stockpile of wood at the moment, so we should be okay going forwards. Yeah, we're now well safe on the food front. We're still producing money each year, so I was thinking about I could build a tavern, you know, on one of these spots, sort of there, say, and that would increase the happiness of all these houses. But it does use up food, so that's a bit of a consequence to that, and I'm not sure if it's really of benefit or not. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'd have to build it at the end. Because happiness is 87, the only benefit of increasing that happiness a lot further would be to then increase the tax rate, which is what I could do. That could be good, but I'm just not sure if it's really worth it. Because I've got an influx of money and I can only store 1,000 money anyway, so what's the point in going absolutely mad? Oh, I'm allowed to start building a barracks now. Okay, we'll put the barracks there. And that will allow me to build a road there. And then I can tag either another manor house on the end or another building, however I feel. Okay, so it's got 8 people working on to build it. So that means we need to start building another blacksmith, because we also now don't just want tools, we also want an armaments manufacturer. So I'll look for where's the best place to put this guy. Tag him on there. Yeah, so with an armaments manufacturer, that should increase the amount of armaments produced, and then we can start to recruit infantry. Well, that's my understanding. I guess they wouldn't introduce armaments into the game if they didn't do anything. But we're just going to wait for these to build. This Chamber of War is taking absolutely ages to be built. I don't know what the builders are doing. They're obviously not working hard enough. And then I also want to think about putting a road down here to my little island fortress. What was I looking for? Bridge. Town. And then another piece of road. So we'll get that constructed once we've got some spare people. I've initiated quite a few construction projects, so everyone's kind of busy at the moment. Particularly this thing with big buildings like this barracks takes 8 builders. It's using up a lot of resources. Thinking how this wall could be extended. I don't think, given the layout of my thing, I'm going to be able to build a wall all the way around. Although I could extend the wall along a little bit and put another tower, say here, and then one there. At least if we're just narrowing the gap that they are able to get through, then it's making it harder for the Vikings to land in future. I also don't know how it works if I place a wall right up against the sea. If I place a castle block, yeah, right up against it, how that allows them to land. What if I built a castle block solidly all the way around? Are they still able to land? Are the golems able to attack the walls from the sea? I don't know. So that's something perhaps worth experimenting with going forwards, or if they're just going to go round to where I've got a gap, something like that. Land in the trees or something. Right, so our Chamber of War is finished. Let's train. Oh, not fully staffed. Okay. Bloody hell. Our Chamber of War is not finished. Another manor house is in order, I think. No one to build it though at the moment. It's because everyone's building the barracks. We've also lost a few people due to old age, which is a bit unfortunate. So I've still got a windmill, the blacksmith to build, a little stretch of road. Why they would do the other road but leave the starting piece of the road out, I don't really understand. But oh, dragon. Oh, is this a different coloured dragon? Red dragon. Is this a bigger dragon? We come into range of one of the towers. Just opened fire on him. Oh, he's taking a reasonable amount of damage there. Is that it? Is he leaving? No. He's not sure what he's doing. I could do with him flying next to my castle so he gets the full damage from 4 towers. Oh, I fear he's about to set something on fire. Oh, he set 3 farms ablaze. Wow, they are next to a well, but I don't think they're going to be able to deal with that amount of fire. It'd be lovely if these oh god, the fire's spreading. If these dragons had a health bar, so we knew how much health they've got. He's setting everything on fire. God, what a nightmare! Go away. Is that him leaving? Bloody dragons. Okay, well, it didn't actually look like it did really any damage. Our peasants were good. Due to the amount of fires we've had previously, I'm well prepared from the wells, so looks like we managed to deal with most of those problems without too many issues. Our barracks is also finished. And now I've got enough workers to train a hero. So I'll set a hero off training. Although I haven't been able to fully staff the barracks yet. It's probably because most of the workers are building that. And I've also got a blacksmith who's not fully stocked as well. So a blacksmith that needs workers, and a barracks that needs another 2 workers. So really we want to get this manor back up and running, so we can get that constructed. So we have access to more workers. And that's actually, surprisingly, I thought it was took longer than that, but we've actually finished our row of manor houses along this run now. I hadn't expected that to happen quite so quickly, although we can probably fit one more on the end there. And then just squeeze in something like a well right on the end. Would probably make most sense. Unless we could actually fit like a thin building like a tavern. Wow. We could probably fit in, what is it, a tavern. Yeah, we could fit in a tavern on the end, which could be a worthwhile addition just to tag on the end of our little thing, because we've got a gap. No, surely the dragon isn't back again already. Where is he? I can't see him. It's not showing us where he is. Maybe he's just passing through the edge of the map. Yeah, okay. Just making a return journey to burn someone else's city to the ground. Our manor house is coming on. Shouldn't be too much longer before that's finished. And then that will give us more beds, which means we should be able to staff the blacksmith and the barracks. And they're slowly storing armaments. Our hero is ready. Sir Gwillem. Sir Gwillem the Brave is going to lead our armies against the evil Vikings. We'll probably station Sir Gwillem somewhere around the middle, and then wherever they land I can race him over towards the enemy. So the manor's finished. That's taken us up to 212 beds now. Oh, and I got plus 10 happiness because we drove the dragon away. Despite the fact he tried to torch the entire village, which is kind of surprising. But okay, that's good. I'm pleased with that. And we've got a lot more people, so we've now got a surplus of people. So the blacksmith should be now working. Requires iron, none available. Well, there's 195 iron. There's lots of iron available. Okay, not very helpful, but let's start training a few soldiers for when the next attack comes. I'm also looking at possibly doing a video on Kingdoms and Castles have released a beta update called the Infrastructure Update, where they've put some new buildings, new road types. I don't know if there's some new castle features as well. Things I'd quite like to check out, see what that's like. So I'll perhaps download that as the beta, and I'll probably produce a video on that tomorrow or the day after. So that's something that may be of interest to you. If it is, let me know in the comments below, and I'll certainly get that video made. Charcoal production is now on the way up. Yep, we're plus 15. Food production is still looking okay, but I'll expand it to fill in this block soon. So we've definitely got plenty of food because I don't want everyone to starve to death. And the soldiers are waiting for trainee arrival. And this blacksmith started knocking out weapons. It's good. So I think we'll leave it there for this episode. As you can see, things are really starting to look up now. We've got our army being produced at our barracks. You can see our little recruits lined up at the back there. Nope, not that castle. We've built our blacksmith, finished off our back wall to wall defensive wall, and very lightly planned out our future, which is going to be this island, which is going to be turned into sort of an island fortress, a stronghold, if you will, where no Viking nor dragon should be able to harm my peasants. So, if you've enjoyed this episode, consider giving it a like, subscribe to the channel for more content, and thanks guys, and I'll see you on the next one.